Boom, check this out, guys. I made the best house in the game. I don't care what anybody else said. This is the best house. My Ice Kingdom. Looking fresh. Check my steps out. Check my second floor. Wait till I add in my extra vanities and thing. Once I add in the vanities and stuff, this house gonna be looking lit. But today I wanna talk about the issues I have with housing. Right? The issues that I believe would make building housing a lot more fun and a lot more crazy. You know, it was like my first thing, right? My first issue, right? You see how I build this step here, right? I should be able to walk up this step. Tell me that won't be a crazy feature. Like, I hate being able to just pass through objects. I believe all the objects should be like solid, or certain objects should be solid to the point where I can't be passing through this, like, it's just like void space. Like, you see how the walls here you can't pass through it. I believe certain objects, once they put it down, the character shouldn't be able to like pass through it. They will collide with it and be pushed back now. So it looks really cool having our second floor, because we had the ground floor and then we had the second floor on top. Alright? But I want, when I build a step like this, to be able to walk up the step. That'll be the coolest feature ever. But they don't have it in game. Simple, small details like that, people would love. I tell you, people would love to build houses just for that. Then my second thing is these carts. But if you guys know how much I love them car racing events. I love them car racing events. But my main issue is I don't want to just put a cart in my house to sit down and do nothing. I want to be able, once I click sit, I could be able to drive around and stuff in it. And that is one major flaw I would say the devs have with these carts. These carts. It shouldn't just be a housing item. I want to be able to drive. I'm not saying to move around in town, I don't want. If I have my cars in my house, I should be able to drive around in it just like how you would drive around in the regular map when they bring out the boat event or the race car events and stuff now. That would be a really cool feature. I would love to just be able to, jump on my cart, move around, zoom around my house. That would be really cool. A lot of players would love that, and then it will motivate more players to like make race tracks and stuff. So you see like how I have a small little this black road I made here with my little pitch and stuff. Yeah, players that actually make race tracks now. Then when you have solid objects that blocking them from being able to walk, to move on the sides and stuff, they'll actually collide with the objects on the edges of it. So people could actually make race tracks and stuff, and that would actually be way more engaging now. That would make the game way better, because now we have side activities that people could create in their houses. They could create little car events and stuff and do giveaways and stuff. I tell you, I would do a giveaway. I would make a whole racetrack. I would make a whole racetrack and do a giveaway for first, second, third, fourth. I telling you, line up my cars in front, build my road, build my obstacles, and run a race. I telling you, I telling you guys, that would be crazy. That would be real crazy. Then my next issue is the limited camera angles that housing have. So let me switch my house to show you what I'm talking about. Right? Basically, you're talking about how you could rotate your camera up like this to see the ground, but you can't rotate it downwards, to see the sky. And that is another major flaw, because when I switch my houses here, like if I go in loadouts and load my other house that I have here, right? So there's my major issue with this house, right? And why I change houses is because, as you guys could see, it kind of clustered. It's nice, but it was clustered. Right? And I never liked the fact that I could see if I look down, but if I try to look up, it's limited. I want to be able to see up in the sky. So like if I go across here, I can never get to see the true value of the dragons, because I can't really tilt the camera upwards. It's limited. Whereas I could tilt it all the way downwards, but I don't want to just see the top of the dragon. I want to be able to, see it from a bottom view as well. And that is a major flaw I think that should be implemented into housing as well. Give me full diversity on camera angles. I had the full diversity to be able to rotate full 360. And I'm able to turn full 360 on the the y-axis as well now. Doing it on the x-axis, let me do it on the y-axis as well too. Don't limit me now. That is another thing. Don't limit me. I want to be able to have the full range of being able to see around my house and stuff. But housing have real potential, eh? It have real potential. A lot of potential. It's just simple tweaks that the devs need to make. I tell you, simple tweaks. Being able to walk up the step. Being able to drive. Being able to see properly. Simple stuff like that, guys. I'm telling you, would make the game a lot more fun, a lot more engaging for players, and people would definitely start building more houses.